Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Tim Packard. I get asked all the time how often I paint, and that's about 6 days a week. And then the next question is, how can you motivate yourself to get into the studio on an almost daily basis? And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I don't always feel motivated to paint. Today was one of those days. Today, for whatever reason, I think maybe it was the emotional toll of watching the Super Bowl last night and seeing the Patriots come back from a 23-point deficit to tie the game and then win in overtime. But for whatever reason, I woke up this morning, I thought I was going to have a really good painting day, and I'm just not feeling it. And so the question is then, what do you do? And I've learned a hack that I actually used to use back when I was a police officer. So I was a police officer for 18 years in Toronto, and it was really important back then that I stay in really good shape, that I be fit, that I get in and do my workouts, because my life or someone else's life might depend on it when I was at work. And my workouts were really vigorous. They're about an hour and a half long and almost every day. And I realized something, that if something was going to get in between me and working out, it would happen between the time I thought about it and actually getting to the gym, whether it be kind of rolling over in the morning and turning the alarm off and going back to sleep, or just saying, oh, maybe I'll wait for an hour, or, I'm going to do something else instead, whatever. But I realized if I could just get myself to the gym and get in there, very rarely will you actually go to the gym, get your shoes on, get changed, walk in, do your first set and say, no, I'm not feeling it. Once you're there, almost always you would follow through and do your workout. Now, very rarely, if I was feeling sick or just that, I would go home and say, I'm just not feeling it. But most of the time, if you just got yourself there, you'd actually go through with the workout. So rather than saying to myself, okay, I have to go do an hour and a half workout, I would just say, I just have to get myself to the gym. If I get there and then go in, start and decide I can't do it, then I would give myself permission to go home. And just knowing in the back of your mind you've got that permission to kind of leave it makes it much easier to get there. And I do the same thing now with painting. I don't feel like painting every day, and I certainly don't feel like painting every morning when it's time to go in the studio. But what I say to myself on those days, and today's one of those days, is I just make a deal with myself that I will go in and paint for half an hour. And if I paint for half an hour and I still really don't feel like painting, then I give myself permission to quit for the day and I'll do something else. But I know that 99 times out of 100, if I get in there and just paint for that half hour, within that half hour something happens and I just get kind of so involved in the painting, I'm back loving it again. So again, on those days when you really don't feel like doing it, just make a deal with yourself that you're just going to get in there and start painting. Because I can easily commit to a half hour. That's much easier than saying I'm going to go in and paint for 6 or 7 hours, which is what I'd hoped to do today. So that's the hack that I found. Just get in there and start. And if you really don't feel it, then walk away. But I guarantee you 9 out of 10, or for me it's like 99 out of 100 times, once I put in that half hour, I'm kind of immersed and there's no way I'm stopping. So I hope you found that helpful. I'm Tim Packard. I will see you next time.